Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Roundup on this late Thursday, May 26, 2016. I'm Peter Wiggins. Let's study off at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Colorado Rockies in a three-game finale of a three-game series. And Sox looked good in the bottom of the first inning. Able to do his home run on a foul ball right center field. And that scores rotates and workouts with 2-0 to the Red Sox. And both Sox was cruising to three, but in the fourth, he ran into trouble as Carlos Gonzalez homers on a foul ball of right field. It scores Gonzalez and Blackman was tied at 2, and then top of the fifth, Trevor Story homers on a fly ball of left center field, and that scores Story and Roundup was 4-2 Rockies to end. Justin Cano homers on a fly ball of left field, and then Descasso and Cano scores with 6-2 Rockies 2-5, and then top of the seventh, Nolan Armando had a top class fighter left field break side that scores down to Descasso, and it was 7-2 for the Rockies to end. Top of that, DJ Limbahouse swings on a line drive at right fielder Chris Young that scores. That's a guy when it was late. Boston Red Sox losing in car. Rockies 8-2 to fall to 29-17 on the season. As John Gray got the win and Clay Buckles got lost. 7 hits and 6 runs given up and struck out 2. Next up, the Red Sox will travel north for the border to Toronto, Ontario, Canada for a 3-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. And Joe Kellerman for the softball. Aaron Sanchez is bound for the Blue Jays tomorrow night at 7:07 p.m. Alright, take a look at some other Major League Baseball scores. Milwaukee Brewers leading the Atlanta Braves 4-2 in the late top of the 7th. Middle 6, Houston Astros leading the Baltimore Orioles 4-1. Pittsburgh Pirates over the Arizona Diamondbacks 8-3. Miami Marlins over the Tampa Bay Rays 9-1. Toronto Blue Jays New York Yankees 3-1. Washington Nationals and St. Louis Cardinals 2-1. And Kansas City Royals White Sox game got postponed due to rain. Alright, take a look at NHL Scoreboard where Tampa Bay Lightning Pittsburgh Penguins duke it out game number 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals with the right to beat the San Jose Sharks in the Stanley Cup Finals. And through 2 periods, it's the Pittsburgh Penguins leading the Tampa Bay Lightning 2-1. And in NBA scores, the Golden State Warriors on the brink of elimination, down 3-1, square off against the Oklahoma City Thunder in game number 5, and Golden State Warriors leading the Oklahoma City Thunder 58-50. Alright, take a look at some sports news on this late Thursday night, and the Norton Lancers baseball team defeated the Martha's Vineyarders 2-1, while the JV varsity baseball team lost 5-4 to the Vineyarders, while the girls lacrosse team of the Norton Lancers lose to Bellingham 15-11, but the boys lacrosse team defeated Bellingham Blackhawks 14-7 at Ryder Adams Field. Okay, take a look at some sports news. The Atlanta Braves this middle season took another turn for the worse. Thursday, when outfielder Hector Alvarez was suspended for August 1st for his arrest on domestic violence charges. A brash Texas Boulder Browns made Baylor football relevant after years of wallowing in the basement on Big 12 coverage says he was fired after 8 seasons. Conquered knocked out a Martin Drake Jr. put himself in a good position and have a strong showing at the Coca-Cola 600 in the race that she won last year. Mark D'Antoni occupies a complicated space in the NBA landscape with his agreement to become the Houston Rockets headquarters as first report by Adrian Radwanski that the vertical raises appropriately complicated issues. Chicago, a federal judge heard arguments Thursday on whether the world champion U.S. women's soccer team had a right to strike for improved conditions and wages before this year's Summer Olympics with a pending decision potentially occurring. Mike Moustakas turned ACL Owens Mills, Maryland. The Baltimore Ravens have responded speaking on Wednesday. Ray West, 2 years after being abruptly released by the team, Mike spoke to the Ravens Wikis about life lessons after practice. Former super middleweight world title holder Lucian beat tested positive Ben tested after his draw against title holder Better Chuck on April 30 for DC Army in Washington, D.C. One source to the ESPN on the failed test. In the video clip from spring training postpartum, Los Angeles Dodgers, Uber prospect Julio Urias says shown playing in the role reporter and asked in front of him how he dealt with the pressure during the sensational rookie season in 1981. Scott Dixon and Indy 500 in the season so far. Los Angeles Park simply did 5-0 for the best start to 2003 with a 6-7-32 win over the Connecticut Sun in Youngersville, Connecticut. Tampa Bay Lightning gets Steven Stamkos back for Game 7. Former UFC featherweight champion Jose Aldo was scheduled as the first fight with ex-lightweight champ Frankie Edgar's pretty much in a walk in the park. Minneapolis, the Minnesota Twins has suspended pitcher coach Neil Allen eventually paid following his arrest on suspicion of drunken driving. North Pelican center Andy Davis missed out on extra $24 million as a result of it not making any at 3 NBA teams announced on Thursday afternoon. Benton Harbor, Michigan for more than 2 years. John Del Cabra has spent the final week in the main toll in this former course Brickyard Crescent Speedway in the NFL by the greatest spit to a race in it. John Del Cabra shares 4th place in the CMPGA Championship. Oakland NFL Hall of Famer Randy Lotto has spent through 2 seasons with Los Angeles Rangers is making a play to help build a new football stadium key. The team in Oakland. And the week began with a congressional report accusing the NFL of rescinding $16 million with a $30 million gift to the National Institute of Health Care. The league's disagreement with NIH has selected a researcher being to oversee tested names. And that's me for Sportsman on the late Thursday, May 26, 2016. I'm here to say good night and see you tomorrow night. Good night.